Victims I witnessed at the clandestine internment camp. Generational usurped, deceived, deprived, neglected, voiceless, vulnerable children and families endangered innocent lives in contract under color of law. Humble outreach, appeal. Silenced, contained, enslaved victims. In captive at the hands of State of Vermont corrupt clandestine regime. A decades-old reformed Mental Health Adjudicate Family and Children Protection Act out of exposed public judicial corruption. A federal-funded pilot project pioneered in protecting peace and dignity of the state of Vermont at the expense of conspiracy, secrecy, cover-up, enslaved, forbidden justice. The very same 117th United States Congress reformed Safer Communities Act at the expense of so-called vulnerable populations' chronic illness imposed mental health adjudicate marginalized community. Generational survivors of these very heinous human abuse, racial, cultural, ethnic, religious, social evils, destruction, alteration, defamation, ignored, unheard, neglected, denied constitutional rights, privilege, opportunity usurped, deceived, deprived, decimated childhood, youthhood upbringing. Generation of these very children's abused, disgraced soul, who never had a home, or mercilessly removed from maternity bed at birth, or a traumatized childhood upbringing. Many weren't fortunate enough, with loving, caring, sharing, compassionate family, parental or communal high-form humanhood, surrounding to human up, with enduring compassion and kindness. Grew up in many documented runaway, foster home to foster home fostered horror experience to a traumatized youthhood. Subjected to agency of human services, social worker, caseworker, school counselor, resource officer, peer, community, everyone's humiliation, naming, shaming, calling, questioning. Poverty, crime, alcohol, drugs, opioid addiction, hunger, violence infested, nurtured vulnerability imposed, silenced, contained, enslaved, marginalized community. So-called vulnerable populations, health, education, training, food, housing rehabilitation program. A billions of dollars U.S. federal government funded, contained, silenced, imposed vulnerability nurtured human commodity, American lives, at the hands of RICO, racketeer-influenced corrupt organization, the states of the Union United States government, judicial, NGO, nonprofit.org franchisee, collaborative forbidden internment camp in contract. Humble outreach, appeal. Let a child to see a mother's face in a motherhood, honored human civilization. A mom of a loving home, always home. Children needs no shrine to roam. Voices of violent expression. Perpetrators of horror human tragedy. Contempt, disgraced, deposed innocent suffering soul of kindness. Generations of these very same children and families' desperate outcry, sadness, sorrow, resulted from generations of repressive governance, government, judicial, NGO, nonprofit.org, collaborative, brutal, barbaric human rights abuse, cynical abuse of the very same ideas, law and institutions, which born out of many documented horror experience of the past. Forbidden justice, government, judicial, NGO, nonprofit.org, collaborative contempt, conspiracy, false propaganda, cover-up endangered public safety. Humble, wholehearted honor and respect to all unforgotten innocent lost soul of kindness. Antioch, Nashville to Georgia, Uvalde, Texas, Newtown to Parkland, Santa Fe, Oxford, Michigan to Columbine, Dayton, El Paso to Virginia Tech, Vegas, Manhattan, New Jersey to Fort Lauderdale, San Bernardino, Burlington, Bear to Harwood, Vermont, at the hands of so-called perpetrators of horror human tragedy. Mass massacre, also a victim of government, judicial, NGO, nonprofit.org, collaborative cynical abuse.
Yeah, we'll give that to Rob. He'd probably be walking me the first walk, using that in the morning. And that was, we run it over and stick it up. He does. Would come out here and shovel both sides of the whole. We did that for 11 o'clock.
He's all right.
No, it doesn't matter. He gets a shot. He just got a shot on Thursday, so it doesn't matter. The thing is, you can't drink. You can't be drunk. He told me one time he was in there. 7, 3, 8, he took all 10 of them. He came out of the big, I didn't know this. Oh, I thought I knew when I didn't got me. But he came out of the basement. No, he came out of the basement naked. I didn't know about this until 2 weeks later. So he goes, yeah, I got it on camera. I didn't watch it. I seen him naked. I don't need to see him now. He can be a nice guy, but I'm telling you, when he goes off, he is one strong son of a bitch. You seen his arms? He's got arms, and I'll tell you, I've been clocked by him numerous times. He's put me across the floor. Oh. I said, no, wait, no, but I understand. Well, no, it's not. It's just when his voice is kicking, he'll sit there and laugh and talk to people. And there's no, right, and he'll say, what'd you say that for? It's like, I didn't say, where are you? And he's got schizophrenia. I know him gets here, he gets pissed. He's got a temper on him. Oh, I cleaned his room, he did clean washed off, cleaned your floor, gave you toilet paper. I'm not going to be here tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll call you. Oh, let me get it now. Yep.
Free the Slave of Injustice, A Journey to the Constitution.
Victims in captive. Food health. Education, housing, poverty, imposed vulnerability, nurtured marginalized communities, so-called vulnerable populations. American lives. Billions of dollars. U.S. federal government-funded human commodity at the hand of RICO. Racketeer-influenced corrupt organization. The states of the Union, United States Corrupt Government Judicial Nonprofit.org, collaborative clandestine regime.
End modern-day slavery under color of law.